Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, and for today's video we will be doing yet another reading vlog because I have been out and about and not doing my routine for, I don't know, I feel like the past 1 month, I want to say. So I was thinking, what a better way to go back to my routine by filming a reading vlog. So that is exactly what we'll be doing. So pretty much we will try and get back into routine. And also, it is currently 26th of June and I have to finish this, I think 3 books or 4 books actually, by the end of the month, which is for you probably already passed, but for me it's in 4 days. So I am frantically trying to finish these books. So let me just show you the TBR and put the mic down and let's talk about them a little bit. So the first book is a book that I've been listening and reading on and off for, I want to say, the past like 2 months or maybe like a month. It is none other than The Hero of Ages by Brandon Sanderson, which is the last book in the Mistborn Era 1 series, I think. I'm currently in the middle of this book, so I don't have to finish like 700 pages in the next 4 days. But I am currently on page 348 or chapter 40. Things have been going on, like crazy things. And honestly, it is so difficult to see what the end would be like. I mean, I know what the end would be like because this is just my assumption. But also, we are such in a dire place. I don't know how we're going to get out of this. And even if you can get out. So I am stressed for our characters, but I am so excited to see the ending. Obviously, I'm not going to talk too much specifically about this book because it's a third book in like an epic high fantasy. So everything I say will probably be like a minor spoiler in a way. So I'm just going to try and film some of my reactions for this one. And yeah, this is definitely going to be the first book that I'm going to start reading. And I have like roughly around 300 pages to finish. Actually, where was I? Actually, no. I have like around 400 pages to finish, which is still doable. I'm gonna make the next 4 days really like reading intense. So don't you worry, I'll finish this. And the next book that I have on my TBR is the book club book of the month that I have not started, but I really have to start, obviously, because it's a book club book. But it is Immortal by Su Lin Tan. I practically know nothing about the plot or the blurb or the premise, whatever it is. But yeah, that is definitely on the top most priority, the highest priority read after The Hero of Ages. And then I started a new series on TikTok, which is like spinning the wheel for my physical TBR, because I counted the other day that I have around 92 unread books. Even though this year I haven't been buying a lot of new books, I somehow accumulated 92 books. So I want to get through it. So I created like a spinner wheel whatsoever. I'll link the TikTok video down below. But the first book that I got from that spinner wheel is Little White Lies by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. I bought this book impulsively after reading the Inheritance, no, not the Inheritance game series, but after the Natural series. I thoroughly enjoyed that series. I was like, okay, I want more. And then, I don't know, something about the cover is just not intriguing to me. But since the spinner wheel has chosen it for me, obviously, I'll be reading this and I want to finish this relatively soonish. First, The Hero of Ages, Immortal, and then this. Or this book, which is I'm currently reading on the Kindle. It is the third book in the Plated Prisoner series. I read the first one. I was kind of skeptical about it because what the heck? And then the second one was like, okay, I see. I think this is gonna be an epic enemies to lovers fantasy story. Like, I want to say it's more romantasy. It is so good. It is absolutely, I'm loving it. And I'm currently, actually, I'm already pretty far into this one as well. If I'm not wrong, I'm like under 50%. 1 second. No, I lied. I'm 34% in. But yeah, I either will go after Immortal to Gleam, or I'll just read The Hero of Ages, Gleam, and then we'll go on with the other two. So yeah, that's pretty much the plan for this vlog. And of course, also, I'm going to be updating my reading journal. I have been neglecting my reading journal, so I thought we could catch up in this vlog as well. Hope you guys enjoy this vlog, and let's just get into reading The Hero of Ages. Honestly, I have been reading The Hero of Ages and it is so wild. But also, Vin, she's so crazy. I love her. And some of the things that she's doing. Hello everyone, it's just a little bit later. I already have some updates, 1 second. Right now it's currently 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I filmed the intro long time ago. I have been listening and reading The Hero of Ages. I think the last time I updated you, I still have the bookmark here. I was on page 348. Also, I'm sorry if you guys hear fan sounds. It's so warm in here. I just have to have the fan on. So anyway, and now I'm currently on page 638. I know that I said that I cannot update you so much about this book because obviously third book, so on and so forth. But just so you know, if you are in the middle of Mistborn Era 1 and you are currently reading The Hero of Ages, just be ready, okay? I think you guys probably could see from the filming montage that I did, or that I filmed. I was mind blown. I have like about 110 pages left, so I will continue doing that today, hopefully. But guys, it is quite crazy. I just really hope that the ending is good. Reading The Final Empire, I would have never thought that we would be here. And the things, like I already said, the things that I thought were not important at all from the first, second book, whatever it is, apparently it's very important in the third book and in the progression of the world. So yeah, but anyway, I am filming. I'm giving you an update because I am almost done, obviously, but also because the things that I ordered have arrived. I ordered like air dry clay because I want to do some clay stuff. Coming back from Honduras where it's like rainy season, is so cozy being inside, even though it's like not cold, but it's like breezy enough that it's like chill and like cozy. Like here it is so warm and dry. Anyway, in addition to that, I also got soft clay. I've never done anything with soft clay, but I think it'll be really interesting to be able to like do something with this. I think some people even like pipe this up and even like make like cake frosting, if I'm not wrong. I'm not sure. Anyway, and then another thing that I got is I got a linoleum block. I think this is what you do to do like ink printing, I think it's called. I'm not sure. I'm just gonna put up some images where you guys can see what it is. But I'm obsessed on TikTok with watching like not snail club, but like mail club. So I thought, because I feel like I don't need a subscription right now, so I am doing my own mail club to myself. Wait, let me put down the microphone. But so obviously I have 2 right now, but I will just like whatever I journal. I know usually I want to journal like writing down something, like physically, like writing it down, pen, paper. I feel like lately I'm just not in the mood to write anything, so I decided to print stuff out. So for example, this is from the 22nd of June. I made a letter. I don't know if you guys can read it, but this is pretty much it. And I made like a little stamp of Red Panda over here. And I just want to make some stamps for my mails. that I will be not sending out, just like keeping to myself. So I think it'll be interesting. I don't know how long I'll be like infatuated with like sending myself mails. So this is definitely the cheaper option and the smartest option, because if I order custom stamps, it'll be just too wasteful, I think. So we shall see. I will update you guys on this. I don't know if I'm gonna do it this week. I will try and do it soon-ish, but I don't know if I'm gonna get to this in this video. Maybe in the next one. That is pretty much the update for now. I will continue reading and I will probably update you tonight. So yeah, let's just continue reading The Hero of Ages. Hello everyone, I just woke up. I know you guys don't usually see me with glasses and no makeup. I look super different, but I just want to give you really short update. I finished The Hero of Ages yesterday, and then where's my Kindle? I don't know where it is, but I have like 100 pages left to gleam. So it is a very productive day of reading yesterday, which I'm really happy. And I literally just woke up. It's currently like 8:30. I'm gonna go work, and it's a bit cooler. That's why I'm wearing a long sleeve. And yesterday was so warm. I'm just so sad that I was not awake for the storm. But either way, I'm gonna go get ready, and then I think when I'm through with Gleam, I will talk you guys through everything. But I will just update you tomorrow. No. I will update you tonight. No. What am I even saying? I will update you whenever I finish Gleam. But I'm still so sleepy, if you guys cannot tell. And also another thing, I don't really wear my glasses because glasses distort my eyes and it looks so weird. I feel like my face just in general just look a bit weirder. By the way, I have my mirror here. That's why I'm looking there. But either way, I just want to update you because today is the next day. Today is the 27th of June, and I feel pretty accomplished because I finished almost like 2 books yesterday. Not 2 books yesterday, but I almost finished 2 books so far, and I only have Immortal and Little White Lies left. So yeah, that is that. Today I will try and read. Tomorrow will be a very busy day, so I will see if I can even read. So I'm gonna try, obviously. That's why goal for today is to finish Gleam and then update you, and then after that I will read Immortal. I think I will read 50 pages of Immortal and 50 pages of Little White Lies and see which one I want to get into first. But I think I want to get into Immortal first. So yeah, that is the plan, and we shall do this. So yeah, I will see you a bit later. I just finished reading the last chapter. I mean, I still have an epilogue, so I will read that after this. Guys, what the heck just happened? So many things just happened. Anyway, I'm gonna continue reading the epilogue and update you after. So I'm back. This is like 10 minutes later, but I am here to finally talk about. I want to talk a little bit about Gleam first, and then we can talk about The Hero of Ages, because that book was also. Anyway, for Gleam, I feel like definitely this is the best book in the series yet so far. I really enjoyed how, I mean, like the character progression that Oren is dealing with. Like, for example, in the first and the second book, she is heavily abused by Midas. And, oh, by the way, if you are currently reading the Plated Prisoner series and you want absolutely no spoiler, please skip ahead, because I don't think I will talk through like some big major events. So no major spoilers, but for sure by talking about it, there will be slight spoilers here and there. So skip ahead. I will put the timestamp, the timestamp over there. So yes. But yeah, so in the first and second, and also in the third book, she is so emotionally abused by Midas, and the fact that in this book she's like slowly but surely coming out of her shell and like trying to figure out, okay, I am abused and this is what I can do, and this is I thoroughly loved the like development that we see in her, but it just hurts seeing her struggling so much like that. I just saw my bottle is here. But yeah, seeing her struggling like that was honestly so like frustrating, because I know it makes sense that she is acting the way she was acting, because obviously she is abused her whole entire life, so she doesn't really know how is it to not be abused. And the fact that she finally got to experience what it feels like to be loved without being manipulated or abused is such a really good thing. I really enjoyed that. And obviously the ending of the book is such a cliffhanger. It was so crazy, the ending, and I am definitely very excited for the next book, which is, wait, I have it open over here. There is in total, I think, 5 books. No, 6 books. Is it 6 books? Okay, there's 6 books. So the next book is Glow. I am excited to read it. I'm sorry if you guys can hear the sirens outside. So yeah, that is Gleam by Raven Kennedy. If you guys have not read the Plated Prisoner series, I have been like procrastinating with this series for so long because I've heard so many good things about it, and I just felt a little bit intimidated. Do not be. It's actually really good. I feel like this is for everyone if you are procrastinating and picking up a book because the hype is so much and you're intimidated that you won't love it as others do. Just pick it up. It'll be fine. Honestly. But yeah, moving back to the book that I finished last night, which is The Hero of Ages by Brandon Sanderson. Where do I even begin with this book? I don't even know if I can say anything to this book or this series in general, because that ending was actually super insane. What a ruthless ending from Brandon Sanderson. I know that he's ruthless from past experiences in reading in the Mistborn Era 1 series. I know that he is very brave in what he can do with his characters, and I think that is what made the ending so crazy. I feel like I cannot even form words. I love how action-packed this book is. I think the one thing that I really don't love as much as other aspects, don't get me wrong, this book is a 5-star read and I love it, and maybe even a 6-star read, okay? It's in me now. It's a book that I will probably remember forever and ever and ever. But the one thing that I feel like is lacking is Ellen and Vin's relationship in a way, because I feel like we could delve into it a little bit more. I feel like I feel absolutely no connection between Ellen and Vin. Whenever they were courting in the first book, I think it was very tangible. I feel like this is the first time that Vin has fallen in love with somebody. So I was like, I was feeling it. Like, I was like, oh, this is gonna be an epic love story, whatever, and so forth. And then all of a sudden we had a time jump, and it was in the Well of Ascension. It's very like bare. I don't feel any tension between Ellen and Vin, which is so sad. Even for some of our main characters, that their love story, they're not like in the forefront of the book as much as Ellen and Vin. I feel like I feel their connection with each other so much more. Ellen and Vin together, they're just so... I just want to know more. Like, can you just not give me a little bit more of their like private times? Or like, I'm not saying that there should be spice or anything, because I'm not saying that at all. What I'm saying is that I want to see them interact as a couple, because I feel like all the time, all they do is just like talk about politics and that's it. And I don't know where is the connection, you know? And I feel like especially in this book, in The Hero of Ages, does that make sense? My explanation. But also, again, it could also be because I love romance books. I love romantasy. I just am a hopeless romantic. So I just love it when a book, guys, I cannot form words today. I just love it when a book has romance subplot, or like, I mean, it does have it. It just has nothing. I think I told you whenever I read The Final Empire, which is the first book, I told you that book was a 6-star read immediately, and it was so good, and it does not need any romance. And coming from me, that is quite big, I feel like. So the fact that now I'm saying maybe a little bit of romance in the Well of Ascension and The Hero of Ages would benefit the story a little bit. But yeah, I feel like that's it so far for now. I am still so obsessed with the fantasy genre, so I will be continuing with the Immortal. I think it's just called Immortal. With Immoral. Guys, I cannot speak today. I will be reading Immortal next. And I know I said I want to read 50/50, but I think I just want to read Immortal. So I will read Immortal, and then I will read Little White Lies, and I will talk back to you whenever I've calmed down a little bit from these 2 books that I just finished. Hello everyone. This is actually not sorry about my nails, by the way. I'm currently doing them. I just went back home from church, and today is the 29th of June. Sorry, just had to check. Today is the 29th, and yeah, I didn't read anything yesterday, so that sets us back quite a bit, but I have nothing planned for the rest of the day. Granted, it's already like 4, I think, or 3. I cannot see the clock from far away like this, but yeah, I just did a lot of hanging out with friends, which was so lovely yesterday. And today on the way to church, I probably inserted a footage where I was reading Immortal, and I'm still reading Immortal. I'm really not that far in, but I think honestly it'll be such an interesting book. I feel like there's gonna be a little bit of like either friends to lovers or enemies to lovers. And obviously, I'm rooting for enemies to lovers because I love enemies to lovers. But yeah, I'm like, how many percentage in? 13% in. So really not that long. But my goal, not that long, really not that far in. But yeah, literally the goal of the day is to just relax, do a little bit of self-care, like redoing my nails, and just have something in the background while I'm reading. It's also a very warm day. That's why I have the blinds down, because it's so absolutely, like, it's scorching hot and I'm melting outside. And the fact that in the span of filming this video, like 2 days ago, was super cold, it was concerning. But anyway, that is my plan for the day. I'm gonna read Immortal. I'm gonna update you when there is updates, as in so far. I'm still enjoying it. Not really sure. I mean, I already know what it's going to be, but hopefully I get to just update you whenever I'm done with this book, which is later tonight. I still have so much time of the day. I can definitely finish this book and then also maybe go a little bit into a little white lies. A little white lies or little white lies? I don't know what it's called, but I think it's called Little White Lies. So, but yeah, that's the plan. I will update you whenever I have update. But again, as I said, probably when I'm done with Immortal. So yeah, I'll see you then. Hello everyone, I thought I'd update you on what I think. I hope you guys cannot hear the fan right now. It is absolutely scorching hot right now. It is, I think, like 32? No, it's 31 right now. And will it get hotter? No. By the way, it's also 7:30. I did not do a lot of progress. I really hope you guys can hear it. Let me just move it away for a sec. Yeah, I took a nap accidentally. I finished my nails. I don't know if I like it, so ignore that. But I just finished chapter 7, which is where my now I'm 23% in. Honestly, I am not sure if I will finish this book tonight, but I will try my best. But this book kind of annoys me a little bit. It's so interesting, the world building, the everything. It's nothing like I've really ever read. It does feel a little like Chinese mythology, or like Chinese stories, so to say. But I feel like I just think that Lian, our main character, she's just I want to say not naive, but she's stubborn in the most annoying way, if you know what I mean. Because, like, for example, it's obviously that she's dealing with this enemy, right? And the enemy is not what she thought he would be, because he's the supposed, I don't know, the god of war. So he's ruthless and so on and so forth, like, hence the name War. And I feel like he continuously showing himself in a different light, and he is different. Obviously, I don't know the truth, but this is like how I feel, at least. Like, he constantly was being so nice and so honestly just helpful towards her, and it's nothing like she's ever read before, like from the God of War. And she's always expected like bad things from him, which is justified if that's the only thing you read, and then finally you met him and he's like completely different. But I feel like he's so, like, just friendly in a way. Not friendly, he is definitely like the opposite of what she read. And she's always like, oh, I know that he's nice, like, I know that he does this, for example, like one nice thing, whatever. I know that he does this, but I bet he just used that to allure me or whatever, like something like that. And I am so annoyed at how stubborn she is, but also it's like so obvious, I think, that it would be like enemies to lovers and that he would not be as the way like the books described him. Like he seemed honestly like just a wary guy, and he's nothing like evil, so to say. Like obviously I could be super wrong in this. It annoys me a little bit that our character Lien would not just give a little bit of like the benefit of the doubt for what's his name? Chang Wei, I think. And yeah, I'll update you. I'll stop procrastinating and read. Hello. It is time for the blinds to go down again. So if it's dark, I'm sorry. It's just so warm outside. We are currently experiencing a heat wave. And today, supposedly, it's only going to go up to 35 only, as I said. And in the next 2 days, I think it'll be 40. So we shall see how I fare with that. Because technically, I wouldn't mind the weather so much if we could go to the beach. But we can't because I'm working. But quick update is that I am currently in like, I think, if I'm not wrong, last chapter. So I thought I'd just come here, read it. I have 10 more pages, so I'm gonna read it with you. Honestly, perfect timing that it's done because the Kindle is out of batteries now. But I just finished Immortal. It is currently 4 p.m., so we do not have a lot of time left of the day. But I am honestly quite confident that I can finish this book soon. But before we do that, let's talk about Immortal first. I loved it. I really enjoyed it. I love the world building. I just love the Chinese like inspired story of it, like Lotus and all these mythical animals. I really, really adore the story. The world building is super interesting as well, and the plot twists, you don't really like see it coming, or like maybe you could. I'm not really a person that really thinks about plot twists and like already guess them, or already like think and brainstorm whether it's gonna happen like far before that, because I just read for fun and whatever comes my way comes my way. But that's pretty much Immortal. Was really, really good. And I know before this I was saying that it was so annoying that she's so stubborn, our main character, but I promise you, if you are also dealing with the same frustration as I did before this, it is for a reason. It is justified in the end, so it's okay. But yeah, that is done. I really, really hope that I could finish this today. Honestly, it seems like it is doable, like I said. And it's also, I don't know how many pages, but I think it's under 400 pages, which is, I think, also doable. I think. Hopefully. Because I feel like Jennifer Lynn Barnes' books are very fast-paced, and I have the audiobook, so I can just, I don't need to like be sat down always and reading, and I can do stuff, which is the plan because I have things to do outside in the heat, in the scorching heat outside. So yeah, I am glad that I finished Immortal. It was good. It doesn't seem like there will be a second book to this, but I could be wrong. But at first, before the last chapter, I was like, okay, second book is coming for sure, because I think this is like a new release of some sort. But I think the last chapter properly round out all the kinks and everything, and I feel like it's a good ending like that. If there's a second one, I feel like it would be not about their story or like her story, but it's about like I think our other main character, I would say, like Cheng Yin. So yeah, that is that. And before I ramble on too much, I'm gonna stop because I really want to read Little White Lies. So So this is a bit later, and I'm still page, really, like 12. I'm chapter 2, but I just want to show you. This book is so interesting because it has pictures, but the pictures is like, okay, look, secretsonmyskin.com slash or forward slash community, sure. And then the picture is like, I saw my nemesis naked and I didn't look away. What is happening? I don't know. Honestly, this does feel like it's like Tumblr. Can you guys see it? Like Tumblr 2010 or something like that. It's interesting. I still don't know what is going on. Hello everyone. It is quite a bit later. It is currently 10:46, as you guys could see, and I have 100 pages left, I think. Roughly under 100 pages. So yeah, I'm gonna continue reading and finish this. I think I definitely could finish it today. I might be done by I might be done by midnight, and I will probably just update you for the outro tomorrow. But just updating you that I am almost done. And my update about this book is just that rich people drama is so interesting for absolutely no reason other than it being so absolutely ridiculous. So yeah. Well, white lies, everybody. I think after this book I just need to come to terms that maybe mystery is not like my favorite genre, so to say, because I feel like after reading this, I just know through and through that my genre, the genre that I love to read, is fantasy romance, I think it's called, where like fantasy is like the main plot and romance just a little mini subplot, but makes everything so much like more intense in a way. And I feel like mystery is just not my thing. I couldn't care less about finding out who is the proprietor. Is that how you say it? So I'm just reading this because it's fun, I guess. And I am not sure if I want to read the second book or actually DNF the second book. We shall see. But I will read this and finish it. I have about 1.5 hours, 1 hours and 15 minutes ish to finish reading this. So let's just get into reading and I'll update you. Right now is 11:35 and I just finished the book. I read so fast. Towards the end of this book, it's just like half a page because the chapter keeps changing and it keeps only being like half a page slash a paragraph. It felt like I was reading so many pages in so little time, but actually not really. I think it's just like the formatting of the book. I need to think if I want to read the second book, But as if for now, we shall relax and not binge read like crazy like this anytime soon, because reading slump is coming. I feel it. But yeah, I'll gather up my thoughts and what I think about this book, do the outro, talk about this book tomorrow. So, this is the next day after last night updating you frantically about what did I read last night? Little White Lies. My brain. And today is the 1st of July. I am so happy that I managed to read the 4 books that I told you. I think we started off, I think if I'm not wrong, on the 28th. Was it on the 28th or was it on the 27th? I'm not sure. But we started off with The Hero of Ages and then moving on to Gleam and then no, not this one. Immortal and then Little White Lies. Honestly, I feel like it was a pretty productive week trying to finish my TBR as fast as possible. I found some crazy 5-star reads, which is The Hero of Ages, and Gleam. I feel like it's so close. It's 4.75, but could be a 5. Honestly, it was so good. I cannot wait to continue to Glow, I think it's called. Immortal was really fun as well. And Little White Lies, not as interesting as her other books, like Jennifer Lynn Barnes' books. Let me give you a mini recap on what I think on Little White Lies, because I feel like I've talked enough about the others. So let's talk a little bit about Little White Lies. I feel like I also said quite a bit last night, but I bet it was like frantic. But what was happening? It's just like literally rich people drama, no plot, no nothing, mystery, because people just wouldn't communicate. And it is difficult because also like of how powerful each families are. So it's like chaos, but also I really, I think, enjoyed it. I don't know if I want to read the second book. So that's pretty much Little White Lies for me. I had hoped that this would be like really good as the Natural series, but I think nothing will top the Natural series for me when it comes to like mystery. I mean, A Good Girl's Guide to Murder is up there too, but alas, it's just is how it is. So here you go. Star rating of every single book that I read in this video. So happy I finished it, even though last night I think I finished it like right before midnight, so still counts. So yeah, obviously before we say goodbye, I told you in the beginning that I would update my journal a little bit, so I will insert the clip here. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed the little reading journal session updating. I really hope you guys enjoyed watching this, and thank you guys so much for watching, and I wish you guys a very beautiful summer day. Even though right now we are experiencing a heat wave, stay cool, and I will see you in my next video. Goodbye.